Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a really powerful new book that asks a pretty chilling question. Are we, as a species, becoming servants to the very technology we created to serve us?
So, everything we're about to dive into comes straight from their work. And, they're tackling one of the most urgent questions of our time. As our tech gets smarter and more powerful, are we actually losing our grip on things?
The book kicks off with this incredible paradox. Think about it. For decades, the whole story around the digital revolution was that it would empower us, connect us, and basically extend our human abilities. But what if the opposite is happening? What if it's slowly but surely weakening our fundamental control of our own lives? So let's take a look at how we even got to this point.
Okay, so the digital revolution. It completely reshaped our world. It's in our pockets, our homes, our jobs. It's everywhere. And it's brought with it this amazing level of connection and power. For years, the story was all about progress, right? It was a straight line up, from these giant room-sized computers to the supercomputer that you now hold in your hand. Technology promised us a more connected, a more efficient, and a more democratic world. But here's the catch. The book points out, all that progress came with a hidden price tag. With every bit of convenience, we gave up a little piece of our privacy. With every new connection, we stumbled into brand new ethical problems. And it really forces you to stop and ask, in this new digital world, who is really in charge here? And that shift in who's in charge, well, it's happening. Because the very idea of power, of sovereignty, is being fundamentally redefined right under our noses.
Just look at this breakdown. It's fascinating. Traditional power, it was all about land and borders, and it was controlled by governments. But today, a whole new kind of power has popped up. This one's based on data and algorithms, and it's wielded by these huge tech empires that, honestly, operate beyond the control of any single country.
Yeah, these digital empires, they don't care about geographic borders. They collect our data, they influence our choices, and they literally shape our reality with algorithms that most of us can't see, let alone understand. We, as individuals, trade our autonomy for the convenience their platforms offer. And that leads to the slow, steady erosion of control, not just for us, but for our governments too.
So this loss of sovereignty, it isn't just some abstract political or economic issue. The book makes the case that it's leading us toward a massive transformation of what it even means to be human.
And this is the really chilling question the book puts right in front of us. If our choices are being nudged and shaped by invisible algorithms, and if our societies are governed by forces we never elected, are we still truly free? Are we still in the driver's seat? This whole idea sets the stage for the book's central concept.
Which brings us to this term, Homo Servus. It literally means man the servant, and it describes a state where humanity, often totally willingly, just hands over the keys, hands over control to autonomous systems. We go from being the masters of our tools to becoming the servants of our own creations.
Now, you might be wondering, how does this happen so quietly? Well, it's because artificial intelligence is presenting us with two very different and very powerful possible futures.
First up, you've got what the book calls the honeymoon phase. This is the amazing, almost utopian promise of AI. Solving our biggest challenges, curing diseases, fighting climate change, building smarter, safer cities for all of us. This is the stuff that gets us all excited, and for good reason.
But, and this is a huge but, the authors warn that this intoxicating honeymoon phase can blind us to the slow transfer of power that's happening in the background. It can hide the nightmare scenario where AI actually makes inequality worse, spreads misinformation, manipulates our choices, and at the end of the day, operates completely outside of human control. But look, this book isn't all doom and gloom. It doesn't end in despair. It's not just a warning, it's really a call to action. It offers a conscious, actionable way forward to make sure that technology remains our tool, not our ruler.
It lays out a pretty clear strategy, pulling lessons from fields like epidemiology and international relations. This includes things like containing really powerful AI in what they call silos, basically isolated digital environments, to limit their scope. It also means setting up some kind of global oversight for safety, and most importantly, putting human control and human sovereignty right at the very heart of all future AI development. So ultimately, Homo Servus leaves us right here, with this choice. The book argues that the decisions we all make in this next decade about how we build, how we govern, and how we control AI will literally determine the fate of human sovereignty itself. Will we stay the masters of our own destiny, or will we become servants to the world that we've built? The choice, it seems, is still ours.